Hi everyone, so I just wanted to do a quick video on the Euro Swiss, and Euro Swiss is very interesting at the moment because we've come down into a CPR zone basically, and it's not only just CPR, it is technically, which again, traders who would have went short here are captured going short, and this is like institutional traders, not necessarily retail. Retail probably would have ended up blowing their accounts, but you've got reasons why the supply and demand equation should be, a bit more bullish around here in terms of, traders who went short here have to go long to exit. They have to do the opposite. They have to buy to exit their short trade. So there's buy, orders, and then you've got traders who trade support and resistance as well. Anyone who's got short from anywhere up here as well is looking to take profit, and if they've got short here, then they're going to have to buy to exit. So there's technical reasons, a lot of motivations as to why traders would be buying around here. Basically traders who buy sell at lows, buy at lows and sell at highs are around here as well, supply and demand traders. But also as well, we have intervention zones. So I did link to a few bits previously. And actually, if we go to the chart before I actually get into this, so you can see here that every time prices have touched this 92 area, it's been defended by the central bank, because not only is the Swiss franc expensive on its index, what the Swiss National Bank pay attention to also is its exchange rate against the euro, and I think it's due to really its proximity with and geographic location with the eurozone, and to do with trade and things like that. And what they don't want is for Europeans to not really go to Europe. Go to Switzerland anymore, simply because the exchange rate is just too expensive. So they want obviously tourism and things like that, right? But so they watch this 92 area very, very closely. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this fifth bounce. Now, this fifth bounce was where you saw a stop hunt. And I was saying that I wanted to take this, but didn't quite have the technical setup on the indexes. But at the time, if you go back through the Discord channel, this is what I was saying, that this was a really good trade to take if everything lined up. Everything didn't line up, but even the force of the defense of the S&B was the reason why prices went to the upside. Now we're back down in here again, and this is really due to kind of a bit more risk sentiment coming into the market. Of course, we've got Japan and the situation with Japan going on, the intervention with them, right? But we've kind of gapped down, but this whole area, this 92 to 90 area really is the intervention zone where the Swiss National Bank will defend. So actually, in reality, it's quite a large zone. So it's probably around this area here, right, is where they will look to intervene. But as we've had this level touched many times, I think in terms of a trade, prices going too far beyond this 91.86, I don't think they will tolerate it unless there's going to be severe risk off, which I don't think it's necessarily targeted as a global risk sentiment. I think the dollar at the moment, of course, is under sentiment pressure, politically, geographically, and I guess there are, some tariff situations going on. But ultimately, I still don't think that the Swiss franc should appreciate too much. And even if it does, again, as we're saying, the Swiss National Bank are likely to kind of step in as they had and as they have in these areas and defended this area. So if you're looking to take this, as I said in the group, you don't necessarily have to, but I'm looking for an entry. And if it does give an entry, brilliant. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. I just wait for an entry, either today, tomorrow, into next week, right? Because prices could continue to move down. I'm not saying that prices are going to reverse from this point here, But if you see an entry, wherever that entry is, what I would suggest is the safest place is obviously going to be, below the that area there. You have to have too much of a wide stop, maybe something like a 15 pip stop at the bare minimum. But I think the stop loss should definitely be somewhere around there. And then again, you divide up your your trade into 3, 4, 5, however much you want, and then hopefully if fundamentals start to come back in terms of less risk off sentiment starts to come into the market, at least you can start to aim up to these highs, maybe even further, right? Who knows? But yeah, that's really the trade. But we've got the invisible hand of the Swiss National Bank also on the side of the trade. And again, sorry, I meant to go into, of course, the evidence for that. And you can see back in October the 24th, it was talking about here the key approaching a key level that signals to traders that the central bank would be ready to step in to the market to curb the franc's strength as it has done in the past, right? So this was 24th of the 10th, and we can go back to the chart and look. That was the 24th of the 10th. Was around here, right? So there, so it kind of bounced off that 92 area right there. That was the date of the article, bounced off it there, and then when it came back inside, of course, many traders probably would have been like, oh well, it's bounced off here, place your stop loss somewhere, and then it's stop hunted them, drawn in traders to go short as well, who have no idea that the central bank is defending this area and it's gone against them and CPR'd them basically. So yeah, this area 92 to 91, I think it should be defended, right, as it has many times in the past. So this trade looks like a decent trade, and I just don't want to. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. This isn't a trade call or a trade signal, but this is for educational purposes only. Please do your due diligence, and yeah, that's basically it. So hope that helps. Take care. All the best. Take care. All the best.